The Church and Society Department of the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, CSN, has organized a 3-day annual general meeting for priests, the lay faithful, working in education, health, family and life units, justice, development and peace commission, migration and refugees. The theme for the 2023 annual general meeting is economic empowerment and capacity strengthening for self-reliance and community resilience in Nigeria. CTV News' Tony Abba completes the report.
Seated in this hall are experts in education, health, migration, family and human life, and the Justice, Development and Peace Commission JDPC. They have been brought together by the Department of Church and Society, Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, CSN, to participate in the 2023 Annual General Meeting AGM with the theme Economic Empowerment and Capacity Strengthening for Self-Reliance and Community Resilience in Nigeria. The AGM seeks to address issues of youth empowerment and the need for the Church to build capacity for her members for sustainable future. The Director of Church and Society, Reverend Father Uche Obodechina, who was represented by Reverend Father Peter Babangida, while welcoming participants at the event, emphasized the need for the Church to pay special attention to the poor.
As you all may have noticed, the number of people approaching the rectories, the Reverend Father's house, the JDPC offices, and the St. Vincent de Paul societies begging for alms has increased. In the past, we could argue that they were probably blind to opportunities, that probably they were lazy. But today, we can all see the weakest stabs of hardship on the face of many Nigerians. In fact, some persons have described Nigeria as a large crime scene. The church is even affected more than before. Our annual general meeting this year presents another opportunity for the church to wake up to its call to serve the needs of the poor by increasing the scope of its entrepreneurial initiatives. The church in East Africa, especially in the Archdiocese of Nairobi, has for so long invested in assets, fuel stations, schools, tea and coffee farmlands, etc. Some dioceses in the Southern African region have succeeded in creating insular economies where they generate their own revenue without recourse to any external funding. Here in Nigeria, our Pentecostal brethren have taken the fall. Christians, and especially Catholics, need to be empowered.
Nigeria's long-standing resilience on imports and external aid hinders its ability to become self-sufficient and advance economically. Empowering its people economically and building their capacity can lessen dependency on foreign aid and promote a self-sufficient culture.
CRS's engagement with the various departments of the Church and Society has provided another platform for the Catholic Church in Nigeria to respond to the plight of people with diverse and underrepresented backgrounds, people who do not have enough to eat, people with disabilities, among others. However, addressing these needs requires the commitment and capacity of the Catholic Church agencies to engage in a meaningful and impactful way. And so, the theme of this year's meeting, Economic Empowerment and Capacity Strengthening for Self-Reliance and Community Resilience in Nigeria, could not have come at a better time.
The Secretary General of Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria, Reverend Father Zacharias Sanjumi, who was represented by Reverend Father Augustine Okochi, said the Church and Society Department will continue to provide better opportunity for the people.
I have full confidence that under the capable guidance of the current leadership and the commitment of each team member of this department, the Church and Society Department will continue to reach new heights in the coming year, achieving the aims and objectives for which it was established by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria. I encourage you, my beloved brothers and sisters, to embrace all opportunities, tackle our challenges, and celebrate all victories, knowing that your efforts make a difference.
In his keynote address, the Auxiliary Bishop of Mina Diocese, Most Reverend Luca Sylvester Gopep, lamented the rate of poverty in Nigeria.
On the above-mentioned alarming poverty in the society, the church and society deem very important to seek ways of empowering the same humanity at the grassroots. So they have invited you and I here to seek ways forward on how to empower this human person at the grassroots.
He also emphasized the importance of economic empowerment of the faithful.
Dear brothers, economic empowerment is an essential imperative for Nigeria at the present time of our national life. Thus, in addition to its widely acclaimed successes in education, healthcare, and social justice development, the subdued poor now looks up to the church for help, for direction, for guidance. We as a church, we must stand up, own up, and intervene on behalf of the people. And that we are to do definitely by empowering the people.
The annual general meeting was an opportunity for participants to x-ray issues that will move the church in Nigeria forward.
Here we have assembled coordinators of the 5 different important departments of the church in Nigeria: the Department of Justice and Peace across the nation, Justice and Peace, then health, education, refugee and migrants, and family and human life. We have coordinators from the 59 dioceses assembled at Secretariat here discussing the theme of empowerment and self-reliance for our people. And so the message is, one, that people should not lose hope in spite of the darkness around them, and then look up to the future with optimism. Second one is to look inwards about what individuals can do for themselves and for the community in which they live. Because in us all, there are a lot of strength and capacity buried within. And when we unleash them into the society, then we live for a better life. The number 3, all of us, and that's the message that all of us are to be involved in the cause of development of the individual person, of the larger society, and of the family. So when we do that, we're able to harvest abundant fruits from the labor of our hands.
In Abuja, Tony Abba, CTV News.